My name is Oshife Larry. I'm a mechanic. Welcome to Exxon F1, also known as Formula One Column Africa.
So please don't forget to follow my own boy Philip Janos. He's always right there doing great job. He has a beautiful 2024 and the lines will fall in great places for him. Also, the X-Karting. For those of you that want to test the X-Karting cars, you can go to their website, sign up, or you can send me a DM. I'll tell you how to go about it. For Radar, please. Also, don't forget you can hit me up. I'll give you more information about Radar and how to join. Ferrari and Red Bull were the only team that were able to first get into the design mode of the 2022 cars. Now in 2022, Ferrari got the right design for the car, likewise Red Bull, while the remaining 8 teams struggled to get what the design of the F1 car for 2022 to 2025 should be like. Now with Ferrari getting that, they also had bouncing issues in which the Red Bull had a little at the beginning of the season. But Ferrari told us they can switch between a bouncing car and a normal moving car, but they think the bouncing car is faster, but it's not convenient for the driver. They ran the bouncing car for some times, and when it was not convenient for their drivers, they switched back because it's just switching for Ferrari then was just like a tap of a finger. Boom, they are gone. Now, how did Ferrari perform in 2023? Ferrari's performance in 2023 was so shambolic. Yeah, it was underwhelming. It was over-worrying. Because looking at their performance in 2022 as regards 2023, it's just like Ferrari came back. They were having some good battles in 2022, but 2023, no team was able to compete with Red Bull until we got to Texas in US. That was towards the end of the season. None of the teams were competing. The moment Red Bull is gone, Red Bull is gone. It was lonely at the top. Now for me, I will always think Ferrari has nothing to lose because they will always take $50 million extra, whatever position they get. So Ferrari will always get highest prize money in F1. Yes, F1 is committed to give $50 million to Ferrari. Wherever they finish, they will get $50 million for being in F1 for over 50 years. Wow. So why will a team like Ferrari want to win championship when there's always a $50 million for them? Because I'm trying to understand what Ferrari is doing. Close to 20 years, they've not won a championship and they are happy they are a team collecting $50 million extra. As to what position? Well, that is to Ferrari to answer, because I think that is disgraceful for Ferrari. If you are competing and for the past 20 years thereabouts, you are not winning championship, why are you competing? Why are you competing? They've come close so many times. That was during Vettel and Hamilton's situation. But in the recent years, for the past 5 years, they've not even come close. In 2022, they were still far away from the Red Bull, even though they came second. But 2023 was a worst year for Ferrari. They were third. They were far away from Red Bull. And they are like just 4 points away from Mercedes. How did they get here? How can they improve? In 2022, their major issues was bouncing, and they had some little aerodynamics problem in which they were unable to keep up with Red Bull on some tracks in which we believe they will be able to improve in 2023. But in 2023, they were far away, like I said, from the Red Bull. One of the reasons why Ferrari was so far away from the Red Bull is, one, they had good quali pace. That's the good qualifying pace. But during the race, they have no pace. Ferrari will have no pace. Even if there is a possibility for us to overtake Ferrari, us will take the advantage, because in the race mode they have no pace. I'm just joking about us because us is almost the same as Ferrari. They have a good quality pace, but in the race pace they're nowhere to be found. Now, the problems Ferrari faced in 2023 were brake overheating, tire wear, and aero balance, and these issues are based on their rear suspension. Now, the way their rear suspension is being designed allows the tire to heat up fast and keep heating up without reducing the temperature or holding the temperature in the tire. And this in effect affects the way the brake ducts breathe out and also the way the brake discs are being placed on the wheel. Now, they tried so many flaws during the season. They tried some new side pods during the season, but it didn't work for them. But from what they are telling us, they have built a new car in which they have gotten what they really need to get in 2023. They had the last 2 races of 2023 simulating what they need to bring. So I believe Ferrari will be bringing a car to race. And I believe they are not confused by trying to work on their engine for 2026 and they've left 2024-25 out of the season, because Ferrari can be so funny. If they can get those 2 things, their tire overheating, their aerodynamic, and their brake overheating perfectly, I think Ferrari will be a good competitor in the game. But it's the $50 million they're getting every year, and also the 2026 engine in which they're happy they have gotten a solution for is right in their head. Ferrari will not be in the safe space to compete in 2024. Now, for Ferrari fans all over the world, because Ferrari has one of the best fans all over the world. How would they feel if their car manufacturer or the car they love, the F1 team they love, is going out there again and not competing? I am ashamed for Ferrari, and I think Ferrari should do something about that. There are so many fans around the world that love that team, and if their main goal is to come to F1 and keep competing, I think they should sit back and think about, because that should not be their main goal. They've been able to design a SF90 Stradale that looks almost like what Mercedes did with their AMG one, and they're selling fast because so many people love Ferrari. Even our own Whiskey in Nigeria just bought SF90 Stradale. How do you compete when there are so many people that love your sport, that love your team? Ferrari needs to do something about those few points to get their car in a competitive mode in 2024. Without that, Ferrari will lag behind and they might come third. Did I say third? They might come fifth or sixth next year, because if other teams like Aston Martin bring up their A game the way they brought it this year, McLaren can challenge, and the Red Bull is still challenging. If Mercedes can get their butts off and work their ass to make sure they can compete, I think Ferrari might be a midfield competitor in 2024. So Ferrari, hear me clearly. The car you have finished, do a lot of tunings on it, on the aerodynamics, and bring a good car to challenge in 2024, because we need a Ferrari challenger in 2024. I love you guys. So please don't forget to subscribe, follow, click the share button, comment, like our videos. I love you. Bye. Chee.